Hey y'all, it's KK. We are wrapping up Christmas in July, and in a recent video I told y'all I was going to show y'all how to use some of these leftover cut-aparts, including making some really cute blocks for desk sitters, shelf sitters, wherever you want to put them. And I'm also going to show you another handful of ways that I use these leftover cut-aparts. So first I'm going to start with the blocks. These are just 2x4s that I cut apart. And then of course paint, stain, however you want to do these. This is a 3x4 cut apart. It's on a 3.5 by 4.5, 2x4, because you know they're automatically 3.5 inches wide. So I cut it 4.5 tall. And then just paint it, use some Mod Podge, attach this on here. These come out super cute Christmas decorations. These are fantastic for giving as a small gift for a coworker or somebody, or these are fantastic to put in a gift basket or, you know, gift bag. This one I stained. It's kind of maybe a little hard to see here if we just turn it around. This one came out really pretty. I love stained wood. But these are just some leftover cut aparts. After you make all your cards, after you do what you're going to do with them, you sometimes have some leftovers. So I make some really cute stuff with these. But these are the leftover Christmas, since we're wrapping up Christmas in July. I think these two, look at how cute of a set those make. And then I also recently showed you guys the Beach Town and You Are My Sunshine paper pads that I finished. So here's two from the beach. Now these I did on 1x4s. Some people like 1x4s better than 2x4s. That's fine. Use what you want. These are fantastic. They still stand up nice. These two are from the You Are My Sunshine pack. And you'll notice on these, this is just my preference, I did the really light coat, almost more of a wash on these, because I really like wood grain. And I like to see that. And also I've noticed, I don't know if this is true for everybody's area, but in my area, the whole fad of, I guess we'll call it rustic or country or whatever, is still very much alive. So like on these blocks, I allow these little rough spots to show. And like this one had a little one right here. These sell faster than the ones I take and put the double coats of paint and make everything pretty. This one didn't really have much. But I just leave them like that, and those sell faster than the other ones. And also, I know I do woodworking, so I have all the tools to cut, sand, all the things. I have several woodworking tools in my garage. If you don't have that, surely you know somebody. You got a dad, a brother, a husband, a uncle, somebody has saws and can cut you up some 2x4s. These are super simple, just a simple cut and sand. Surely you can find somebody. If not, I know there are sellers online that will sell you these blanks that you can order from. I don't have to do any of that because I just cut my own. So the next thing I like to do, these are super cute. You see, these are thin. These are 1/8 inch basswood sheets that I buy in bulk on Amazon. And then I cut these on my laser. If you don't have a laser, I get it. You can buy all sorts of shapes and sizes of these thin blanks at Hobby Lobby. I've seen them at various places. I'm sure I know there's sellers on Etsy that will sell you blanks. Like I said, I just happen to have the convenience of cutting my own. So again, I did these like the blocks, paint or stain, whichever, and use your Mod Podge and mount these right on these little cute little plaques. So those were the Christmas ones I had left. These two were from the Beach Town. These I especially like. If you'll notice, I took a little sanding block and kind of roughed these up so they looked like old beach signs. And these I put on a kind of whitewashed little board. So thought those came out super cute. This one I told my husband, I said, you know, I think I might have to keep these. I don't think I can gift or sell those two because I love those too much. Those are just two of my favorite. And then with Beach Town, that wasn't really the right kind of pack, the paper pack to make cards with. So I used it. That was for scrapbooking and making myself stuff. And then I had a bunch of cut aparts left because I can only use so many in my scrapbook. So I made some of the blocks, some of these plaques. Really happy with how they turned out. These will make, again, fantastic small gifts or gift basket add-ons. And obviously you can see I do different sizes. And then for these, some of these anyway, these are magnetic on the back. Now these, I love these magnets. These are, I don't even think you can hardly see it on here. These are super thin, but these are fantastic. This is how thin this is. This is it. They are self-adhesive. This stuff, let me see if I can get it. Like the adhesive is so good, they're kind of hard to peel. Okay, look, got this one. This is how strong these are. Still there. These are fantastic. I get this. These are 4x6. They have different sizes. I get these on Amazon. This is DIY Mag. Amazon, this was a 10 pack of 4x6. I think I paid $6 for it. So these are not expensive. You get 10 of those. And then I just use my cutter, cut it down into 1-inch strips and cut those 1-inch strips into 1-inch squares. And that is more than strong enough to hold these up. They're very sturdy. Now, if you don't want to put magnets on them, because you might not want to put them on your refrigerator, say you want to hang them in a small space as a decoration, this Loctite Fun Tack mounting putty works great for these as well. I got this pack particularly at Walmart. I think it was $3, give or take. And there's a lot in here. This is a small pack, but this goes a long way. So this is another option if you don't want to put magnets on them. So then I like to make these little, look at this. It's a little 3x3 mini card that can be used. You can even punch a hole in it if you want to attach it to a gift bag, or you can put these in a gift basket or put it in the gift bag. These came out super cute. I really like those. These were actually 3x4s that had a lot of top and bottom space. So I just trimmed them down. The cards themselves are 3x3. So I actually trimmed a little smaller than 3x3 so it would have the cute mat. So I do some of these. These are super cute. Love those. Oh, here's a couple other blocks I forgot to show you back here. And these, by the way, I paint these or do a wash with them with just basic acrylic paint. And I have all different brands. It doesn't matter what brand. I have Walmart, Hobby Lobby. I even have a few from Michael's, even though I don't get over to Michael's very often. But these are just acrylic paint. And look at this one. See if I can see. Oh, look at that pretty shimmer. This one almost has like a mermaid feel to it. So I thought this one was perfect for a little beach theme. Love that one. I'll probably keep that one too. And then I had some of these cut aparts, and on the front of these I actually had the blank space. Well, these were too small for much of anything. So I just flipped them over and used the back side, put it on a piece of cardstock, and use those same magnetic sheets I just showed you. And look, now we have magnetic bookmarks. Super cute, super fun. So I have a few of those. I just took those pretty stripies and matched them on some colorful cardstock, and there's some magnetic bookmarks. And I told y'all I was going to show y'all, I previously showed you guys this mini album that I made out of the Beach Town pack. I used this beautiful scene and put beach days are the best days. This is one of the little cut apart, the little strips. And then since we just went to the beach, I went ahead and made my book, just put pictures of us and a bunch of the little cut apart strips. These are so fun. I love these little albums because there's too many, when you do something like the beach, it's a big event. There's way too many pictures to put on one scrapbook page, even on 2 scrapbook pages. So you do this to kind of, get all those extra pictures in there. But all of these are little cut aparts from the Beach Town pack. We had to have our pineapples. We love those. And then at the end of the day, we got to meet up for dinner with some friends of ours and their baby. He is such a cutie. And then on the back, I just put another cut apart, one of the same ones I put on the block over there. And then last but not least, I have not done this one yet because I wanted to leave this blank to show you guys because I was trying to decide what to do. These cut aparts with the blank, I don't journal, so I don't use these. I don't personally know anybody that journals to give these to. And I don't write in my scrapbook. I don't have that pretty feminine handwriting, so I don't write in my scrapbooks. It all has to be, you know, made stuff. So with these, you can either take this and just mount it, make like a mini card for, you know, giving a gift, which is what I'm going to do with this one because it's actually very pretty. I'm just not going to write on it. And then we can put a stamp on here like Merry Christmas or to and from, you know, if you're using it as a gift tag. But the back is also pretty, so I could also flip it over and use the back of this and, you know, make another card with it. But I really like this as a gift tag, so I'm going to put to and from on this and mount it to a pretty piece of, I'll probably do red. I think red would look really good with this. So I haven't done this yet because I wanted to show you this one is, you know, pretty on both sides, but I really like this. So that is how I'm going to use it. That's what I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found some inspiration. And thank you for watching. Bye.